Hi, everybody. I'm really, really excited to be with Katharina today. She's from Hanover, Germany, and she's attending Olds College in Canada. So, this is a really special interview because a lot of girls think that for soccer, you should go to the US to play women's soccer, but also in Canada, there are a lot of opportunities. And well, Katharina is here to, we'll talk a little bit about her experience in Canada. Well, Katharina, you have a lot of people talking about you. You have started in 12 out of the 12 games you've played. You have 7 goals and 2 assists. 2 of your goals have been the winning goals, and you were placed like amongst the highest players in the Alberta College's athletic conferences, and that's really impressive for a defender. So, why don't you talk a little bit about what's it like being in Canada?
Um, I really love the country. I love the people. It's a lot like Europe, I'd say. So it wasn't so hard to get used to it, but it's very different. The culture is just different. The people I feel like they're more kind and it's just way slower and way more relaxing in Canada. In Europe, everything is so fast, especially in Germany, everything is really fast. And I really like that about Canada. And I love the nature and just amazing, like a breathtakingly beautiful nature and the mountains and everything is just pretty awesome. And yeah, everyone talks about Canada as this country that is just has those amazing mountains, those great forests, and just yeah, this amazing nature. And I just really love being here and studying here and living in this country. It's just really nice.
In your past interviews, you always talk about Canada, like it's really beautiful and everything, but I was laughing because I also remember you saying that one of the hardest things were the snow and the cold.
Oh yeah, that was really hard for me to get used to because we don't really get that much snow here anymore, especially in the part that I'm from in Germany. So living in like minus 45 degrees Celsius while the sun was like, whoa, like you really have to wear your winter jacket and cover everything. And then you have those massive piles of snow just coming down in 1 hour. And you're like, whoa, okay, this is winter, I guess. So that was super hard. And just to like, yeah, experience this kind of coldness was super weird and super nice at the same time just to like experience an actual winter. But yeah, it's hard to get used to that, but it has some advantages to like going skiing or cross country skiing and stuff like that. It's super nice. Just build a snowman. It's,
Yeah, it was really hard on me too. I'm in St. Louis. For I also went for soccer and studying and everything over there. And it was also pretty harsh on me because in Mexico we get really nice weather. And then
yeah.
especially in games, whenever we were trying to warm up or something, I wouldn't feel my toes. I couldn't feel my face.
Isn't that the
I
worst?
cannot imagine Canada. Oh my God.
Yeah. And also like it's such a big difference. We like one time we in Olds was super nice and then we went to Lakeland. It's like 6 hours away.
Mhm.
And it was super nice and old. And then we get to Lakeland, and with the wind chill, it was like minus 40, and we were like super not prepared, no gloves. So we're like on the field, just
Yeah.
freezing our butts off. It was so bad.
But overall, you talk really nicely about Canada, and that's good.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
Also, I was reading about last season. I think you got really injured. I think you couldn't train or play for a few games. Could you talk a little bit about that? Like, what did you feel and everything?
Okay, it was my first season, so it was in 2018. So it came with a little knee injury, but that was fine. But in the first practice that we had, it was actually the beep test. It was a little too hard on my muscles because I couldn't train a lot in Germany before I came.
Hmm.
So I just pulled my muscle or something. I didn't really know what it was and just couldn't play the first 4 games and was out for almost all of the preseason and then 2 weeks into season. It was just super hard, and to like you see everyone playing out there, fighting for their starting seat like in the lineup, and you're just out there sitting on the bench. You're like, hey, I really want to go for it. I just want to show what I can do, but like I'm sitting here injured and can't really do anything about it than the stuff that I get from the physio. So it was super hard to like keep yourself in this mindset of, hey, I'm still going to do whatever I can to support the team and still do whatever I can to be ready as soon as my muscles are back, or like ready again to do what I really want to do in my head. So just trying to keep that level up high was super hard, but I had some amazing people around me that just helped me to feel better again and just stay like keep working on myself and just get healthy again.
That's nice. Yeah, it's pretty hard watching from the sidelines, but it's nice to know that you're part of a team, and especially if you have people around you that are helping you, that's really nice as well.
Yeah.
Talking about nice, you always talk really well about the coach, and going back, they talk about how you had a few opportunities in the US, but at the end you decided for Canada. And you mentioned that one of the factors that affected your decision was that the coach was super nice and everything. And while you liked it because of Europe, but because it gave you like a sense of home as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I taught actually the coach that signed me was Mackie, and he before I came to Old, he decided to go to a different college. But then I talked to our new coach, and he's actually from Holland, from the Netherlands. It was super, like, he could talk some German, and he was just so welcoming and open, and just tried to help me with everything. He just has a great personality that really cares for you. And that was just super nice to, like, okay, I go there not knowing what to expect, and having someone that really seems like he really cares for you and wants to make sure that you're feel welcomed and okay to be there. And just, that was super nice, and it helped that he talked some German too, so that was kind of not really fluent, but it was super nice to just, hey, okay, you can throw some German words at him and he kind of understands, so we would just like joke around a little. That was super nice.
Yeah, it's nice to have something like that, especially if you're far away from home.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you have any other factors? Because I know that, yes, it's known that in the US women's soccer is very big, but but also there are opportunities in Canada. A lot of people don't know that, but like, why did you decide to go to Canada instead of the US?
I guess it just like is a thing that was like always a dream of me to go. Since I was super young, I always wanted to go to Canada because my parents have been here in Canada before, and they always talked so nice about it. I was like, hey, okay, it's a big dream of mine to go to Canada. Like, I really wanted to go to this stage, and was just about to sign with the school, and it was, hey, okay, that's actually really nice. And then Olds came up. I was like, hey, okay, this is like my dream to go to Canada. But a big thing for me also was that they play futsal. Olds College, and I love indoor soccer as well. It's a big passion of mine to just like, I love this fast
I
game.
didn't know that.
And they play that too. So I was like, hey, that's awesome. Like, go to a smaller college in Canada and play futsal. And it was just this whole package. I was like, hey, okay, this is awesome. I didn't know Canada was an option as well. But they have some really good teams, and it's just super nice to like see, hey, okay, Canada's an option too to play soccer. And I didn't know that, and it was just, okay, they have the whole package. They play good soccer, have futsal as well, and just this amazing country. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go for Canada.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise. Like I said before, not a lot of girls know that, but there are opportunities in Canada. I want to highlight that.
Yeah.
Can you talk about your first few weeks, like your experience with the team, like housing experience, moving in, your classes, everything?
Okay, so Um, my roommate from the States, she has been at the college for 1 year already. So she was an international student and kind of took me under her wings and just took care of me and showed me everything, picked me up from the airport. And I lived with her for the first 2 years. And so that was super nice just to have live with someone who already knows the whole thing and who went through the same thing that I'm going through right now. And then she showed me Canada a little bit, or Calgary, went to the mountains. It was super nice. And then we kind of met the team, and they were super welcoming. It was kind of overwhelming at the beginning, just like with all these new impressions, the new language. And I just try to okay, focus on whatever they say and whatever they show me, and just try to process and translate still in my head.
Yeah, that's
Well,
something all international students go through. Believe me, it's like
yeah,
hard to go through.
it's so hard.
Yeah, and like learn new cultures, language. I don't know.
Yeah, everything new. But I was so thankful to.
But if you have someone like your roommate, it's really nice, you know?
It was amazing. And my other roommate, she came with me to Canada, also an international student from England.
Mhm.
So it's super nice to have her going through the same stuff as I do. We pretty much you can only get us in a package. So I was like Paige and Katie, we do everything together. And Oslin, my other roommate, she took really good care of us. She was kind of a mom, just watching over us and making sure that we get everything and that everything's all right. That we get used to the team pretty quick and get to meet everyone, and it was super nice. She took really good care of us, and I think that was a really big advantage for me too, just going into the country and living with her was pretty amazing, just to have someone watching over you the whole time.
Yeah, that's nice. And well, whenever you leave your country and you're in a new country, especially in university, there's a lot of international students. So that helps because they already went through that process and they can help you out, like your roommate. And if you have other teammates that are going through the same stuff that they are new with you, you kind of bond with them over that. So that helps.
Yeah,
My
totally.
team, we were almost all internationals. Yeah, 25%, I guess. And we all bonded. We weren't super close, best friends kind of thing.
Yeah, almost sisters.
But if you needed something, they're there for you, you know? And that
totally.
especially if you're far away from home. My first few weeks, I was very shocked, culturally, and I was missing home. It was really hard, but I had a lot of people that helped me out, from the team, my roommate and everything. So that's really nice that you had that. And that she showed you around Canada. That's super nice.
Totally.
Well, you said that you really liked Canada. How about classes?
Okay, the classes are super different from what I was used to. I'm not gonna lie, it was very easy for me, but growing up in Germany, we have super strict rules and it's super hard school. They just expect you to work hard, and we have this really high standard. And I feel like North America is not that strict and not, they have a super high standard. I don't want to say that, but Ols was super, they were just super small and everyone calls each other by their first name, and I love that. But also the program that I taking was just it was super nice. They just they didn't just throw you in there and you had to learn everything. It was super nice to get used to studying in English, and they started slow and then build up. So that was super nice. And the classes they're super small. So you kind of get to know other people, other athletes super quick. And it's kind of like a little family in there. Yeah. The whole college, you know everyone knows you. And yeah, you have a really friendly relationship to your instructors and your other classmates. So that was amazing, or still amazing, to just have this family kind of feeling in there and vibe in the classes.
Yeah, it's nice to have small classes because you get personalized attention if you have questions or need help with anything. The professors are there to help you and everything. So I think that's really nice as well. Um, since you talk very highly about Canada, I also heard that you still wanted to be in Canada after old college, right?
Yeah,
You're a sports management major.
yeah, I am.
So, you talk a lot about helping kids out from third world countries and giving them an option to play sports and help them out with their education. Could you talk about that?
Okay, like so starting my studies there was one assignment and they asked me, hey, okay, what do you want to do with your life later? And I was like, hey, okay, I love sports. I love this. Like, I love that I got this opportunity to go there and study and combine it with the sport. I was like, hey, okay, not everyone can get this opportunity. Not everyone has the like background to like actually do this. And so I was like, okay, I would love to like use my studies and get the education I need in Canada because I love this country and try to build something that helps other maybe less wealthy kids from other countries, third world countries, to come over and study and experience what I got to experience or what I'm experiencing now. Just having this opportunity to meet those people and study, combine it with your sport, and just have this amazing experience. And I would love to like give other kids the opportunity that maybe don't have that much money, and just try to build something with the education I get here in Canada to make that possible. That would be a big dream.
That's really nice. That's actually a really nice goal. Uh, so you talk about helping them out with their process, about getting to where you are. Can you talk about your personal process? Like, what was it like to get recruited? How did you do it and everything else?
um okay, started that a friend of mine actually went to a friend of my sister's actually went through the same thing. She's played soccer pretty well here and pretty high, and then decided to go over to the States and play and study. And then when she got back, she I was kind of playing pretty good, and she was like, hey, you should check that out, it's a really great thing to do. And then I just like heard about Athletes USA from her, and like, hey, I'm gonna check it out and see it. And then I got those offers, and then my process was like, okay, I was used to playing on a high level here, but then going over, it kind of takes it to a different level. It actually, like, is your life to like study and do the sport, or go to practice every day and make sure that you feel good and that you eat healthy and be healthy and just have it, or like be mentally healthy and stuff like that. So it just took it to a different level because it actually got like a huge part of my life. And then like just going through this process about like reevaluating yourself and like, okay, what do I want to get in? And then that was just like the process getting to Canada. But it started with this one friend that took me through this, or opened this opportunity up to me of getting recruited. And then I just like took the step that it took and had this phone call with Herbert. And then he just introduced me to everything. I was like, hey, okay, this is amazing. And then got the help from Chris and Sylvia. So it was just nice to have those people helping you with all of this.
Yeah, whenever I did my process with Athletes USA, like I was lost at first, but then they help you so much. Like they go hand in
Yeah.
hand with you through the whole process. They like tell you what you need, and they're like always checking up on you and everything. So I really
Yeah.
like that
Totally.
about Athletes USA.
Yeah. For sure.
Well, it's really nice that well you just mentioned that it's nice to have like the whole package, like being able to go to classes, but also like the professors knowing that you're an athlete as well, like taking that in consideration. That's really nice. Could you talk
Yeah.
about how the professors helped you out and everything in that sense? Because for me, like they would give me homework for whenever we had to travel, and It was
Mm.
really good because you could go on the bus and do the homework, so that was nice.
Yeah, yeah, they were or are super helpful here as well. They just so if you have a game, they make sure that you get all the materials that you miss in the classes, and then give you homework, yeah, for the travels, or make sure that you don't have that much homework, so get it done before the time and just support you. So we could like just even if we had like a long weekend where we were gone, they would always make sure that we could come beforehand and ask everything we wanted to ask, and would set up meetings with us. So we would always like stay ahead of everything rather than falling back or falling behind this class schedule. And they were always just super supportive and making sure, hey, okay, you're athletes. And they were always big fans, so they always ask, hey, okay, how did you do? And I watched it online, and we're super cool about that. And yeah, just made sure that we stay ahead of our stuff and get the help we needed.
Yeah, I guess like having like everything combined perfectly well, it's like one of the biggest factors I think for every athlete to go and play college sports. That was like a big decision because soccer was a really big part of my life, and I knew I needed to study, so what better way to do it like elsewhere? Because here in Mexico, we don't have that. Like you'll have like universities with their teams, but I don't feel they give it as much attention as they should, like in Canada or the US. So they don't have that in Germany either, do they?
No, they don't. I guess it might be better or easier. You mean to study and play your sports on a
I think that in
or
Canada, they
yeah,
make it easier
it's
because they help you out, like professors,
yeah,
coaches.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like just one thing, right? Like in Germany or Mexico, it's just like separate. So it's super hard. Like of course you have in Germany we have like some really professional women's soccer players who work for the club that they play in, or they try to set something up, but you have to play like in the highest league. So you can't just play like on university level, be in that age and get the support you would need for your studies as well, because it's just like totally separate things. And then
Here in Mexico, it's not like separate. Like you'll have universities that have their sports as well, but I feel like they give more attention to that in other countries. So I think that's
yeah,
what I really, really liked about that. You
yeah, totally.
feel like professional and you have your class hours, but also you have like extended hours for practice and everything. So
Yeah,
it was really, really,
yeah.
I don't know. My day was cool, like
Oh yeah.
I don't
Always.
get to my dorm and just sleep.
Yeah,
But it's
totally.
a really, really good experience. Like I wouldn't change anything about my experience.
Yeah.
And it
No.
seems like you are very happy in Canada.
Yeah, I am.
So to finalize this interview, do you have any give me a second. Do you have any advice for freshman girls that are gonna enter college, like women's soccer, this fall? And do you have any advice for girls who are still looking for opportunities?
um, I said don't be scared to just go for it. Just just put the hard work in. Like hard work always pays off, I'd say. And then that's what I learned too in those past 2 years, that if you really want something, go for it, and just try to surround yourself with people that actually help you and have this positive influence. And when you first year, just if you like, you might struggle to get a place or like a seat in the lineup or be in the lineup right from the beginning, but just keep working hard on yourself. Try to get better every day, and just put the work in and be bold and step out of your comfort zone. I learned that a lot in those 2 years, just to like get out there and hey, try to like, hey, I want to learn, I want to get better, and just communicate that with your surrounding, and just be open to everything. I think that's what I didn't do as much in my first 6 months, I was always like, okay, I don't really speak the language that well, and I'm a little bit scared. And of course, I like could show it on the soccer field to like be open, but besides the soccer field, I was like super shy. And if you like want to get recruited or you're in that process, I'll just say, hey, okay, this is what I can give you. I want to work on that, and just be open and communicate, and just be bold, and don't be scared to like show yourself and show what you can do.
That's good advice, especially coming from you that everybody talks really well about you. And
I'm so happy to hear that. I didn't know that. It's so cool.
Well, thank you very much for having me, for taking your time for this interview. It's a really special project that I want to get out there. So
Yeah, I hope you like. I'm really gonna like follow this project. I think it's amazing, and thank you for having me.